Imagine this. You're standing in front of a crowd about to give an important presentation, or maybe you're just in a conversation with a colleague and suddenly your heart starts to race. You feel a tightness in your chest, your palms begin to sweat, and your thoughts spiral. Anxiety is overwhelming you. But what if I told you that modern science has unlocked powerful ways to fight this feeling? What if anxiety didn't have to control you anymore? Well, stay with me, because this is exactly what we're diving into today. Let's start with a groundbreaking 2020 study by researchers from the University of California, Berkeley. The study focused on the connection between anxiety and how our brain handles uncertainty. Now we all know that anxiety often strikes when we face situations that make us feel unsure or out of control, but these researchers took it a step further. They wanted to know, how does uncertainty trigger anxiety? And more importantly, can we train our brains to handle it better? They used advanced brain scans on over 100 participants who were exposed to various uncertain scenarios while their brain activity was monitored. The findings were profound. They discovered that when we face uncertainty, our brains go into overdrive, triggering anxiety in a way that makes us feel trapped. But here's the fascinating part. They found that by training ourselves to tolerate uncertainty, we could significantly reduce our brain's anxiety response. Yes, the more we practice embracing uncertainty, the less anxious we feel. So, how can you take this incredible finding and apply it to your daily life? And it's actually simpler than you think. Start by introducing small amounts of uncertainty into your day. Leave a few things in your schedule unplanned. And resist the urge to control every little detail. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. You may start to feel that familiar anxiety creeping up. But keep at it. By intentionally embracing small doses of uncertainty, you will teach your brain that not everything needs to be predictable to be manageable. Over time, you'll notice your anxiety reducing as your brain gets better at handling the unknown. Now let's shift gears to a 2018 study conducted at the University of Oxford. This study explored a psychological technique known as cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, and how it can help people rewire their brain to manage anxiety. For this study, 250 participants underwent 8 weeks of CBT. The results were striking. 60% of participants reported a significant reduction in their anxiety levels. Why? Because CBT focuses on changing the way we think about our fears. It helps break down negative thought patterns and teaches us to recognize that not everything we fear is a real threat. If you've ever been told to just relax when anxious, you know that doesn't really work. But CBT takes a completely different approach. It doesn't just tell you to calm down, it helps you identify the root cause of your anxiety and change the way you respond to it. So, how can you use this in your daily life? A simple way to start is by writing down your anxious thoughts. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and take a moment to jot down exactly what you're thinking. Then, challenge those thoughts. Are they based on facts, or are they fears based on your imagination? Over time, as you learn to reframe your thoughts, you'll notice a significant shift in how you experience anxiety. Finally, I want to share an experiment from Harvard University that was done in 2019. This study explored the relationship between physical exercise and anxiety. We all know that exercise is good for our body, but did you know it's scientifically proven to help reduce anxiety too? In this study, 300 participants were asked to engage in moderate intensity exercise for just 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week. The results? A 70% decrease in anxiety levels in participants who stuck with the exercise plan. Why does this happen? Well, when we exercise, our bodies release endorphins, those magical chemicals in the brain that boost our mood and make us feel better. It's like nature's built-in remedy for anxiety. This is great news for anyone struggling with anxiety. Instead of relying solely on medication, something as simple as a brisk walk or a short jog can work wonders for your mental health. Even 20 minutes a day can make a huge difference. So, if you're feeling anxious, put on your sneakers and get moving. Whether it's yoga, a dance class, or a walk in the park, physical activity will help clear your mind and calm your nerves. So, as you go about your day, remember that anxiety doesn't have to rule you. You have the power to manage it, reduce it, and even beat it. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. It's your journey. And with these research backed strategies, you're well on your way to living a life with less fear and more freedom.